It's Danny Benson. Please like and share. Please like, share, and follow. Danny Benson, host of I'm Proud of You, sis. How has everyone been doing? Oh my goodness. There's so much going on in the world right now. I just feel so chaotic inside. But hopefully, like we as humans will get this thing together. But I know inflation is hurting a lot of families, a lot of people. It's hurting me, it's hurting my family, it's hurting my friends. So I sympathize to anyone, to everyone who's being affected by inflation because these prices are going up so high, and it's not just one area or one sector, it's just everywhere. Like everywhere I go, it's like the prices are up, supermarket, even like childcare up, gas extremely up as we all know because most of us do drive. And I just wanted to speak to Miss Elizabeth Duget. She is a owner of Prasava. How is she dealing with inflation in her neck of the woods? Her store is located in Rockville Center. Um, in Long Island, of course. And she also sells online, but she also has a storefront. So I know with everyone like working from home, a lot of businesses were contemplating should we still have a storefront when we can easily do things online because it's cheaper to sell online as opposed to having a storefront where you have to pay someone rent and also have to pay, taxes, and then you have to pay employees to come in. So I wanted to ask Ms. Duget, how does she just navigate through this whole post-pandemic play when it comes to entrepreneurship, and how does she deal with inflation now after like the post-pandemic? But I wanted to give her flowers because she has this amazing store. Please, everyone, go visit Prasava. I mean, she has all sorts of different clothing for anyone. So, Miss Duget, how are you today?
Hi, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. I'm proud of you, sis. I just want to give you your flowers because I'm so proud of you because there's a lot of businesses that failed during the pandemic. And I'm proud of you because you perceived through the storm that we didn't even see coming, right? We
No.
didn't It wasn't like we had a business plan of like it was going to be shut down the next day. There was no business plan, no nothing. And I've heard of a lot of people shutting down because of the pandemic, because of COVID, because of all the closures, especially in New York. And I'm here to, give you your flowers because I know you've been through so much, like roller coaster rides. And I just wanted you to give the audience some advice of how you got through, how you pushed through. And first of all, how'd you start, your business?
Hi, everyone. Thank you. Well, for Saba, we just made 9 years here in Rockville Center. And of course, through the grace of God and prayers, the pandemic was not easy on anyone. Many of my friends who actually had businesses on the same block as ours had to shut down. Um, but we maintain a clientele base that not only wanted somewhere to shop, it felt like home. It felt like therapy sometimes. I meet women from all walks of the world. They'll just come in for something, either for a birthday, a wedding. So, being that we are a lifestyle boutique that caters to different type of clientele, and I think perhaps that's the reason why we're still alive today. And of course, the fact that they want to support small businesses. And we give our clients that option to want to come back. The customer service, of course, being short staffed sometimes doesn't help, but they do understand what it's like to have a small business, what it is to support a community. The women here in Rockville Center, Oceanside, all throughout Long Island, PTA moms that understand that we donate to schools for their children and so forth. It just that was very helpful in the aspect of wanting to to keep us going. And I think that might have helped us a lot, a lot, a lot. Yeah.
Well, basically, what you're saying is what helped you a lot was you're in the business in this community, but you also outreach outside the community, outside of your business. So when you did that, people came and supported your business because you supported theirs, their children, the schools in the area, just different events that was going on in the area. So it wasn't about just you just thinking about like my footprint on this block or in this area, but you wanted to have cassava out there to let people know that I am a business owner, but I'm also for the community, I'm for the people, and I'm for the children.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, during prom season as well, we do, help out as well. Some of the kids that cannot afford, an expensive gown. And I think also during the pandemic, there was a sense to support small Black business that was in the air. People that did not know us heard from word of mouth from others, their friends, their families were just now in a loop of things. I mean, I have to say, I'm grateful for it that we're still keeping our door, are able to keep our doors open. I mean, it's still tough, especially now, still today, but we're hanging on. We're hanging on.
So
We're
how are you dealing with inflation? Because I didn't really see this
hanging
coming. Um, so I know a lot of people didn't see this coming. How are you dealing with the high prices as an entrepreneur with your business and you have a storefront and you have to supply your store with merchandise? So how is this working out? Have you
on.
been
Oh,
raising the prices?
it's so weird because I do. Well, our vendors, they're emailing us and telling us that prices are going up. And it's not just the store itself, it's the vendors. How majority of our goods are coming in from overseas. Of course, there's shipping hikes. With the gas prices, having to fly things in, that's just been unbearable. And then I'm also seeing it in the goods that we bring in. But our customers starting to understand. Not quite. Hopefully the president of the United States will do something about it. And as a mom who's going shopping for my kids and steak and whatever that they want to eat, the prices are ridiculous. So I feel in all kinds of ways, especially being a small business owner, the shipping costs. I had a client that needed to a dress for a wedding per se, and something I normally would pay $30 to have it second day air was asking $130. Which is it's just crazy. It's been crazy, but we're managing our time a little bit more proficient. Where if a client needs a special order, we are asking them to order prior to a weeks ahead of time and not wait till last minute. So timing, also timing, so that we don't suffer too much with this inflation. And ordering our products earlier than we used to as well too, so the shipping cost doesn't hike as much.
See, the crazy thing about everything is I'm just like hearing on the news right now that a lot of companies have not really factored in the gas prices yet. And they want to start trickling. They don't want to because with the inflation, it's so much on customers already. But now, like in New York, regular is almost at $5 a gallon. Like I was wait, when it was $5 a gallon for premium because my car takes premium, I had a heart attack because my car takes 26 gallons and multiply that by five. That's like in the hundreds of some dollars. And my car only goes 13 miles a gallon. So I'm like
Mhm.
sitting here like navigating where I go and where I don't go now. But now, how does this go? How are business owners like you going to manage merchants? And because it goes from merchants to merchants to merchants and comes to you. Because now you're gonna have to trickle it down to the customer when they start factoring in, gas prices because a lot of trucks, especially, are using so much. gas, that it is so expensive for them that they're I feel bad for businesses because they said that they're gonna have to even put more of a hit on customers on that alone.
I mean, already we see it. The gas prices is hurting everyone. But it just, for me, it's not the focus for gas, it's the manufacturing aspect that's hurting us. With so much of that going on, it trickles down. So now this is where we're seeing that some of the brands that we would to buy are hiking some of their manufacturing prices. And that also in relevance somehow, even though some of the factories don't run on gas, they run on electricity and so forth, but the gas prices in general are affecting them, where per se where they're hiking their prices.
So
um
tell me, in your store,
I had a
what do
client
you have?
also came in their jeans.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What you say?
No, just for sale for a pair of jeans that would normally retail at $72. They're asking us now to charge a certain more amount. Um, but yeah, it's been tough.
Oh,
It's been tough.
I wanted to know that, right now, what type of merchandise do you sell in your store? Like, what is the demographics that comes into your store, like the age group, or is it all types of age groups? Like, tell me about the store.
Oh gosh, Prasava, name after my two children, Preston and Ava. After several years in the fashion industry, I decided that I wanted to take a leap at life and not be so confined to the corporate environment. And of course, raising my two children. We opened up a store and just thinking overall that the consumer that wanted to shop was in between 21, I would say, overall, and older. I didn't want a teenage store because I know that they have their own stores with Forever 21s and so forth. I wanted to cater to women, ladies, working environment, working ladies that, or from a judge to a lawyer to a housewife to a teacher, that needed a place that they can go and shop anything from a pair of jeans, a pair of shorts, a t-shirt, to a gown, to a dress for a birthday, and feel comfortable where they are shopping. A boutique. I'm from Queens. So I grew up in Queens and worked in Manhattan all my life, 17 plus years. So I was a city girl.
Yeah.
And love the Queens shopping, the LA chic, the boho from city style. That was all part of me. And of course, hanging out in Brooklyn or Harlem with my girlfriends. And so on, and walking Fifth Avenue just because we didn't have any money, but just because seeing fashion. I always had a love for fashion, even though my mother wanted me to be a nurse.
My
But
mother too. My
yeah,
mother too.
I love
I get why they wanted me us to be a nurse, because it was like a guaranteed job, guaranteed income. They knew
exactly
exactly what we were gonna make, so they felt secure if we were like a nurse, a doctor,
a
a
doctor.
lawyer, engineer. They knew that we were gonna be okay. Once
Yeah.
I, with you two, went out of their vision of like, oh, what are you doing? Like, this is risky. They were looking
Mhm.
at me like, you're a black sheep. What are you doing? That's not what we do. We don't do this in this family. So good luck to you. But you know what's so cool? Our parents taught us how to grind so hard because
Oh
we
my
watched
God.
them grind that we couldn't fail. That's why I
You
told my
couldn't.
parents, I was like, how can I
Exactly.
fail?
Yeah. My sister couldn't believe that, even when I started corporate America in the fashion industry, I was making over certain amount of money, like a lot of money, being able to afford my own apartment, being able to afford my own car, and not knowing that, there was a way in the fashion industry. There was It was good money. It's not the same anymore, but no.
No, but when
But
we were in the
there.
fashion industry, because I used to work for Ralph Lauren as his publicist. So when we worked, it's such a different time than it is now, because I feel like the clothes were more respected. I don't know, like I feel like fashion was more respected by then. Originality, there was so many entrepreneurs, and it was a grind because there was no social media. So
And I
I just think that it was different.
it was different. It was different. And I think, and overall, not to boost Prasava, and I think that's what women comes here for. They see that same sense, that feeling, that the quality in the garment. It doesn't
Yes.
have to be $1 million. It
Yes.
makes sense. The touch, the feel.
Yes.
So many compliments when someone's on a t-shirt just to say, oh my God, this feels so good on my skin. It's not just the brand, it's just, again, it's finding
It's
product
the
that
quality.
quality make.
Quality.
Yeah, I grew up on quality. I grew up on quality. And I do get people that ask me, why don't you carry this? And I might have seen on social media. Because I'm a shopper, I shop the market. I go to trade shows. I don't just sit around and pick goods off on websites. I go and I touch and feel the garments. I know the quality. I smell it sometimes just so I know where it's coming from, the textures and so forth. And there's a reason why we carry a variety of collection and not certain things. We want that female to still feel sexy and fabulous, to walk into a room where she's going to own that room, whether she has on a ball gown or a t-shirt. It's just that confidence that the product does give you. And you're right about the fact that how fashion was so well respected back in those days. And I think I tried to bring a little bit of that here. And I think we do a pretty good
Yeah,
job.
because you know what? I still have suits from like that era, that time. Like, because when I used to work in the city, the quality of the suits, like you it could be dry cleaned, washed, it would still stay intact. Like,
Yeah,
I understand, like, some of the stuff that are cheaper now, the quality is less because people want cheaper goods, cheap goods, cheap goods. But I
mm,
try to tell people all the time that sometimes it's better to get quality because it lasts longer and you save more money, as
absolutely.
opposed to getting, like, I call it throwaway clothes. You wear once or twice, it shrinks, the quality's not good no more, the stitching is coming out, and then you throw it out. And I'm like, so how many times are you going to have to buy that?
I call it
Right?
disposables. I call them
Disposable clothes.
disposables. Disposables. Again, it's everyone's budget is not the same, and I know that from a young person perspective is that she wants to have a certain look every time you step out. With social media,
You
you
only can
can't
wear
wear
one outfit once. One outfit
exactly
once.
the same dress. You cannot wear the same dress twice. You have to post a picture. But it is weird. Half of my clients are not on social media. And I'll ask them, are you on Instagram or that? Oh, no, I don't do that. But they know where to shop. Half of my clientele base are not on social media, which is so crazy. And they refuse to be. They don't have time. They're so busy working or raising their children or traveling or doing certain things that they don't have time to. My last client was going to Egypt with her family, and she shopped every piece of product that she purchased to go and take pictures and have a fabulous time to get married in Egypt and so forth. Word from here, and she doesn't have social media. So we understand both sides in a way that we know there's a clientele that needs to be fresh every single day, where we balance the prices, and then we also know that there's quality that a female that is not on social media is going to fall in love with, and know that when she puts this on, it's going to make her feel amazing. Yeah.
I know. Amazing. It's gonna make her feel good.
Yeah.
And look, I understand. Like, I don't wanna like disrespect, disposable clothes, because when I was a teenager, making like $5 an hour, and I used to have because I still have them in my closet. I'm one of those people that still keep all my clothes and stuff because I like to be nostalgic about memories and stuff.
Yeah.
But as you get older, like I said, as demographics change. You know what I mean? Like what you want to wear changes, and I'm hoping that the kids who are watching this understand that the more money you start making, the goal is to make more money. The goal is to grind. The goal is to go to higher levels in life. So as you go through those stages, your taste in clothes will definitely change. Your quality in clothes will definitely change. So it's like Forever 21. I was up in there shopping like $10. Oh my god, I can't believe that's $10 because it
Yeah.
fit my budget, right? So it's
Absolutely.
okay.
Okay.
But we want people to understand that the goal in life is to progress and go to higher levels and higher levels so you can feel the differences of where you were as a teenager versus where you are in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s and your 50s. Do
Absolutely.
you
Yeah.
understand what I
Yeah.
mean? So what is like your goal now for the future for Prasava?
Oh gosh, we've been asked to expand. I
I
would
say
probably
go
need.
for it. I say go for it. Expand.
I would probably need to clone myself, Danny.
You want to clone yourself? I heard that's coming up too. That's coming up too. I heard it's coming up. Or maybe you
um,
could get a robot.
exactly. I mean, we're just pushing through. We're just pushing through. Every single day, we're potentially going to do some renovations to uplift a little bit, especially for our 10-year anniversary coming up. Oh gosh.
Oh my
And
god. When is your 10-year anniversary? When is it?
that'll be next year, October. But we did sign our lease here in April, for which the official 9-year came in April, and with between um getting products and painting and whatever else, we didn't open until October. So which is where
Well,
we're
I
pushing
mean it takes
through
it
with
takes time.
it takes time. It
No,
takes time.
I
I want
understand. You're saying
I
you
want it I want it to peak. Yeah.
I understand what you're
Mm-hmm.
saying. So you got the store in April because you had the vision that this was going to be amazing. So you didn't want to lose the property and wait. So
And
you got the store first, and when getting the store, that's when you start doing things little by little as an entrepreneur. Get the store ready, then start ordering the clothes, making sure the clothes come in. Because people have to understand entrepreneurship. It's not something that happens overnight. It's like a grind every single day, 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's like team no sleep, right? It's like you get a little sleep and then you gotta wake up because you're working for yourself. Is that correct?
exactly.
So if
Working
you
for
don't make any money as an entrepreneur, guess what? Your bills are not going to be paid because there's no one else that's going to be paying your bills but you.
and that's true. That's true.
So
That's
so people think it's like something that happens overnight because sometimes people don't show like the grind of being an entrepreneur. They just show like you got the store and all of a sudden the closest came. Like wow. But it's not
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah, I'm here now and I had a customer. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. No. I mean, yeah. I mean the thing is like it's your drive and it's also being happy doing what you're doing. If I get someone to come in and by the time they try on several outfits and there's that sense that I look for, that sense of inner smile. And when I know that, oh, this is you. And that same feeling that they get inside themselves as well, it's what keeps me going. It feels good. It feels good to have that gratification. It feels good knowing that they're leaving out of here or coming back. Oh my gosh, I have to show you pictures, and I wore this and it was nice. I went to my son's graduation and I wore this I mean, it's just like that sense, that feeling that makes you happy and able to sleep at night knowing that you were able to gratify that need. So that's what keeps us going and keep pushing every single day and every single day. Sometimes I don't leave here till 8:30 at night, even though we close at 6. Somebody will call and say, I'm on my way. Don't leave. it, as a small business owner with in times like this, why not? Why not? My kids are home, they fed, they have food. Their homework are done. I'm okay. I will wait. I wait.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, then you
yeah.
know what? That is amazing customer service,
Mhm.
because it's not just about having the store. It's also making sure you're there for your customers and making sure your customers feel like, like you said before, like this is home to them. This is like a family. So just them coming in and saying, "Look at how the dress looks at me," that's a returning customer,
Clientele. Yeah, absolutely.
because
Ab-
that's what matters. It's not just a first buy. As an entrepreneur, you also have to maintain the business. It's not even getting like new customers, but you have to get those customers to keep staying
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
keep buying, and that comes with excellent customer service. And they don't it's weird how customer service has changed or evolved throughout the years, because when I was growing up, it was like the customer is always right.
I worked at Macy's before corporate America. I worked at Macy's. I worked,
the customer
and
was
it was a
always the
pride
customer
for
was
us.
always right, right? Back in the day, like
Always, always.
always right.
That's it. That's it.
But
Oh
now,
gosh. But
sorry,
yeah.
I have allergies, everyone.
Mhm.
But now it's
Oh,
like I just want kids to know out there that there are different options. I mean, I went to a financial advisor for my children, found out in 10 years, college, the minimum is going to cost $200,000 each for them to room and board. So I know in 10 years alone, that's two and a half elections. Like that's two presidents and a half elections. That's what I call it. Um, so I want kids to understand that there are options out here. You know what I mean? Like I want you to pursue your dreams. Like look at Miss Elizabeth. You know what I mean? She worked at corporate America. She did what she was supposed to do, went to school, but sometimes that dream inside of you, like, it's just keep like going like this, like keep like tapping you, like right, like a little nuance, like I want to do
uh-huh.
more than this.
So true. I remember like being pregnant with my son, Preston. He was I was on a road traveling. I mean, what's one good thing about the fashion industry? We traveled all over America. We traveled all throughout the United
I know.
States. Not having
But
any
I
children before then was amazing. Okay. And after I had them, it was like the passion. I had lost that sense, that passion for me to travel, to get on the road, to be around accounts, and then to leave my children home for so many days. Our trips to Vegas for the Las Vegas shows were
Yeah,
magic
like
show.
the magic show.
Exactly. You're all given 7 days and you're not seeing your family. You're not doing homework. You're not attending PTA meetings. And it was just, it was disheartening. And that was like the thing for me, getting on that Long Island Railroad train every morning. It was just
A 7:51
overwhelming and you
train
try.
every morning.
Yes.
They have you
So,
remember you used to have your own seat, like your own seat. Everyone knew this was your seat.
girl, yes, coffee. Yeah. And it's so weird because my old company, when I worked at Market, even when we worked late, I was given a corporate card to go home. So it wasn't the issue. It was again that the fact that now you have children.
Children.
Exactly. And then there was always like this entrepreneurship in me that just wanted to just go and not be so confined to rules
Yes.
and regulations. What time you're coming in, what time you're clocking out.
Yeah.
I merchandise my own product. Like I'll go into these
Like you
corporate
don't want you
meetings.
don't want to listen to what other people tell you. You want to be the leader of your own
Right.
thing. Right? Like because you want to do it this way, and your boss is like, but no, but it has to be done this way. But you're like, but I want to do it this way. And that's when the entrepreneurship starts creeping out of you, because you're like, you know what? I could do this.
Exactly. Exactly. I remember seeing a collection once, and I said, "Who designed this? What happened here? Where are our colors? What happened?" And then this is like, okay, you're not a designer. But again, it's just knowing what you're so passionate about and then seeing that, where you're enthused to do your own in a sense where I'm not designing here, but I'm merchandising the product, making sure that some tops that we bring in goes with certain jeans. We bring in a blazer, a t-shirt, that it's gonna go with that collection next season. And of course, designers are seasonal. Right now, orange and green is all about orange and green. By fall, we won't have orange and green. So
No.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I just want to say thank you so much. It is my pleasure to give you your flowers. You're a mom, a wife, entrepreneur, own your own store, your community. In your community, I hear so much about Prasava. That's why I was like, "Yo, I gotta have this girl on my show because I'm hearing Prasava everywhere. I cannot wait to come visit Prasava finally. So I
Exactly.
can see and feel the quality that I've missed for so long. But I just want to say I am so proud of you. Thank you for coming on the show. Everyone, this is I'm Proud of You, Sis. I'm the host, Danny Benson. And please go support your local stores, including Prasava, which is located in Rockville Center, New York. Everyone else, have a blessed day and see you next week. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.